Hello and welcome to your favorite tech show, the Tech Talk, with your favorite host, Shruti Sharma. And let's dive into the world of technology and tell you all that's happened in the world of tech this week. So let's get started. Well, first up, we're going to be showing you the first ever Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset smartphone that's launched in India, and that's Poco F6 5G. Yes, that's the phone that's come with this chipset for the first time in India, and we're going to be unboxing it and giving you the first impression of this new Poco F6 smartphone. Take a look as I unbox this new beauty. The yellow and the black box, yes, by now you must have guessed which phone I'm going to show you. Yes, this is a Poco phone. This is the Poco F6 that's been launched in India today, and we're giving you the first exclusive look of this smartphone and yes, the first impressions as well. So let's get started and let's unbox this smartphone. Well, what's so special? This is the first ever smartphone to have a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor. Yes, that's what the Poco F6 is known for, and yes, believe you me, the Antutu score for this smartphone has been over 1.5 million points. Yes, you heard it right. So let's unbox this beauty and give you a first impression on the Poco F6 smartphone. So let's just see what's there in the box first, and we'll tell you all the specification of this phone. Well, this is the phone. We'll show you the first look very quickly. And yes, there you go. You get a charging cable here. And what you have, wow, this is 120 watts of charging that you get here. See, this is 120 watts, which itself means that yes, it's going to be charging your smartphone pretty powerful. Okay, next up, what do we have? We have a back cover here, it seems like. Okay, let's just open this. You have a SIM ejector here. We have some booklets. This is the back cover, a Poco back cover. And now let's get on to the real thing. Yes, the smartphone. Woohoo! Look at that. This is the Poco F6. Yes, this is the first smartphone, like we told you, with a chipset that is Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, and that was launched just recently, and we've told you all about this Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor in a video as well, so you can watch it on our YouTube channel. Well, this is how the Poco F6 looks like. You can see the back, it looks quite nice and shiny and shimmery. The silver color is pretty in vogue these days, so quite a many smartphones that you see these days are coming in this color. Well, moving on, we'll tell you more about it. Let's just quickly switch on the phone, but before that, you could see what all does it have. It has a speaker here, so there's of course a dual speaker. You have Type-C USB charging port, you have the SIM tray here, and yes, you do not have the headphone jack that's missing here from the smartphone. Well, any which ways, we'll tell you more about it. You could see these two smiley eyes here at the back. These are the camera lenses that you get, and you could clearly see how shimmery and good looking the phone is. It does get a little fingerprints on the back, but yes, you could clean it and kind of use it on and off after cleaning it. Let's just give you more about this information on more about the smartphone. Let's just switch it on and let's see what's more you have installed. So like you can see that this works on Xiaomi's Hyper OS. Yes, that's what the OS of the smartphone has, and this also has the Android 14 with it. Let me tell you, this one comes with 12 GB and 512 GB of internal storage. Right now the device that we have has this storage, and what else? Well, we see that it has a screen size which is 6.7 inches with 120 Hz of refresh rate, and the display is pretty flat, which is very nice. Very less bezels you can see, so everything that you're going to be seeing on the smartphone will of course look nice. You could have a closer look and see the bezels. See, the display is very flat. Very nice edge to edge the screen is and looks very impressive. And like we told you, 6.7 inches is the screen side, 120 Hz of refresh rate, and this also had the wet touch display technology, which means that even if your hands are wet, you could still operate the display, which usually doesn't happen with most of the smartphones. Also, it has Dolby Vision, and this is Victus Corning Gorilla Glass in the front that you get, and the maximum brightness for this smartphone is 2400 of nits brightness. And moving on to other things, well, like we told you, the chipset here is Snapdragon 8S Gen 3. This is the first that it comes with Poco F6 smartphone. Other things, here's the camera that you could see. There are two lenses at the back. This is a 50 megapixel dual camera, and this is Sony IMX882 with OIS. Yes, you do get optical image stabilization in this. And the second one that you get is the 8 megapixel camera with Sony IMX355 lens that you get here. So these are the two camera, and of course you get also a flash ring here for nice and good pictures even in the night mode. Talking about the battery, well, this one has a 5000 mAh of battery and 90 watts of turbocharging support. Yes, the support is 90 watts, but yes, you do get 120 watts of charging adapter with it. Also, the company claims that this one charges in 35 minutes. जी हाँ, 35 मिनट में ये फ़ोन चार्ज हो जाता है from 2% to 100%. और इसकी खासियत है the boost charging speed feature, which makes this happen. You also get Poco AI air gestures in this smartphone. That's pretty interesting for swiping and moving on to other screens. So this air gesture is actually a good thing to be using here. Also, this phone is IP64 rated. So yes, there's also a water resistant and dust resistant feature that's given in this smartphone. Let's just go to the setting to give you more detail on the phone and quickly see this works on Xiaomi Hyper OS. This device that I'm talking about has a storage of 12 GB with 512 GB. It has OS version for Poco. It works on Android 14 like we told you. You can see it here. And yes, this one comes with the 5000 mAh of battery with 90 watts of turbocharging. Let me also tell you, like people keep asking about the screen, this has the crystal resolution flow AMOLED screen, and this does support the in-display fingerprint sensor that's inside the smartphone. So this is all about the Poco F6. We gave you the first look, and this is how the phone looks like. We're giving you a closer look on this, and do let us know how did you find this smartphone and what you think about it. This is how the phone looks. Well, now the biggest thing that you would want to know is the pricing for the Poco F6. Well, the pricing for the Poco F6, ladies and gentlemen, is 25,999, and yes, this is an introductory price, but the original price, like we can tell you, starts from 28,999. Well, that was Poco F6 5G smartphone for you, the first one with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset. Well, moving on to the buds now. Motorola launched its first TWS in India, the Moto Buds Plus and Moto Buds. Well, these are pretty smart and good looking TWS. We experienced this for a month that we used it, and this is my review for both the buds. Let me know which one do you like and which one you're going to be buying. Take a look. Now, what if I tell you that you get a Bose sound in just rupees 9,999, and with bank discount you get it for 7,999? Well, yes, that's what Moto has got you in its first TWS wearable. So how good are these? We also have a very fun Moto Buds, which are lesser in cost and comes around at rupees 4,099, and with the band discount you get it for 3,999. Let's find out. This is the Moto Buds Plus and this is the Moto Buds. But before that, yes, do subscribe to Gadgets 9 channel on YouTube and Facebook and Insta. Subscribe करिए, giveaway भी शुरू कर देंगे हम. Well, talking about the design of the Moto Buds Plus first, the design is not so premium as you can see, and it's nothing new. It's usual squarish and plastic, but having said that, they're very sturdy and the sand finish makes it non-slippery as well. And it's called the beach sand color, which is better than the black ones. And let's take a look at the Moto Buds also. These are the Moto Buds. These come in real fun colors. This one is white with a black logo on it that looks different. Talking about the Moto Buds Plus, these have a LED light indicator along with a Type-C charging. Its case is IPX4 rated and buds are IP54 rated. They're good and comfortable to wear. So what all it has? Well, take a look at the spec sheet first. So we told you about the spec sheet. Now let's move on to the performance of these. Well, these indeed are amazing and very impressive. Everything you hear is crystal clear. Bass is very punchy and fairly balanced audio. You can also adjust the audio as per your love for your beats in the app equalizer. Yes, the Dolby Atmos makes the audio loud and very fun. I did hear a lot of pop and hard metal and the sound was great. There is also a gaming sound option for lower latency. That's amazing if you play games. And as you can see, this has ANC up to 46 dB and adaptive transparency mode as well. The ANC options are in the app and once activated, it cuts down on a lot of noise. Well, having said that, these are powered by Bose. But so remember, these aren't Bose TWS. Yeah, these have 3 mic with ANC and they perform very good. It has touch controls and they work very fine. The connectivity is also very easy and pretty fast. But yes, Bose is Bose, so you can't undermine these TWS as well because these are powered by Bose. So well, what sounds amiss here? The personalized sound feature, which is part of most of the under 10K earbuds these days. Well, this is something that I wanted here. So tell me, what do you think about it? Well, moving on to the battery life now, which is very important. The Buds have 42 mAh battery and the case has 510 mAh, and what you get is 8 hours of playback. Well, I used it the whole day and it lasted almost 6 to 7 hours, which is fairly well. And well, the Moto Buds performance here that you see is good, but just to tell you, these aren't powered by Bose but are value for money earbuds. What they sound like, somewhat like OnePlus Buds 3. These support LHDS, VS and high-res sound too. ANC is good and cuts down on a lot of noise around. So well, overall everything is pretty decent about the Buds and the Moto Buds, and yes, these are usual and value for money, not to forget the fun colors that are really impressive. Talking about the Moto Buds Plus, it is, like I said, all is fine, and the best part is indeed the sound quality, which of course is the most important thing in any TWS that you would want to buy. So the perfect sound at a perfect pricing, to say the least. Moto Buds Plus, Moto Buds. Which one did you like? Do let me know in the comments section. For more, throw your questions to me on Gadgets 9. Well, moving on to another smartphone, that's the Realme. Yes, Realme launched its latest GT series smartphone, the GT60. Yes, that's the latest one from their kitty, and yes, this one comes with killer pricing and is indeed going to be a game changer with the pricing that it has and the features that is packed with. Take a look at the Realme's GT60 smartphone. I give you the first unboxing and exclusive look of this smartphone. So Realme has launched its new smartphone and has added one more feather into the GT series, and it's called the Realme GT60. We're going to be unboxing this smartphone that's been launched today, and yes, we'll give you all the details about it. Let's quickly unbox and give you the first impressions. This is Shruti Sharma and I'll tell you all about the Realme GT60. So let's unbox this. Let's see what's there in the box. I'm going to show you everything that's there in the box. Let's open this. You have the SIM ejector, you have the Realme booklet, you have the back cover for the phone and some stickers. What next? Well, we also have a charging cable and we also have the phone. So I'm going to show you the phone a little later. First, let's just quickly see what's there in the box. So look at the charger. You can see this is 120 watts of charging. You can see the size of the charger. It's so big and it's pretty heavy. And by the look of the charger and the wattage that I'm telling you, which is 120 watts, you can figure out how performance of the phone is going to be like. and you have the charging cable. And we now come back to the real thing, which is, yes, the GT60's magic. Wait for it. Look at this. And I'm going to take off this slip here to give you a better view. Check it out, guys. Amazing, isn't it? Let me tell you, this is the nano mirror design is what they're calling it. And yes, this is matte and metal texture that you get in the back. You wouldn't have seen this kind of phone ever. Take a closer look. It's a high grade stainless steel that you get at the back. And yes, like I told you, it's a nano mirror design, which is matte plus metal. Look at the finish. That's the reason why this design of the Realme GT60 is making news. Moving on to the other features, let's get started. Well, we'll tell you about the display and the cameras and the battery and of course the other variants that you get into it. So you see the design of the smartphone, the Realme GT60. Yes, this has the nano mirror design, which is matte with metal. Yes, that's how the texture is. It's a stainless steel, high grade stainless steel that it's made up of, and that's the reason this is making noise these days. Look at the design, take a closer look. It's pretty hard and solid, man. So while talking about the screen size, you could see it's 6.7 inches AMOLED display, and it's a flat display, which I personally love, and you can see that everything that you see is pretty good. Also, one thing that you would notice is that yes, the edges are very added on to the display, and yes, it is bezel-less, and everything that you see from the side also, the screen actually goes on till the curve of the smartphone, which is a very nice thing and gives a larger than life experience when you're seeing anything on the screen. It is a glass material, and this is Corning Gorilla Victus 2 with 3D effect. A full HD plus is what you have on the display with 120 Hz of refresh rate. This supports sunlight display and supports Dolby Vision as well. So two of it, that's a very good thing. Talking about the processor, well, this one has a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. And now talking about the other things, the Realme UI 5.0 is what you get here. And with the Android that you get here is the latest one. This is the Android 14, which you're getting here with 3 years of operating system update and 4 years of security update. We'll tell you the Android version that you can see here. This is the Android 14, as you can see. Well, moving on to the other features, let me tell you about the battery here. It's a 120 watts battery, and like I told you, the charger, and I showed you, this is the powerful charger here. By the size of the charger, you can figure out how powerful the phone is. This is 120 watts of super walk charging. Yes, this is what you get with this, and this has a 5500 mAh of battery. And looking at the slimness of the phone, this is actually very amazing that you have such a sleekness in the phone. The phone is a little on the heavier side, considering that it is a matte and metal texture, which I said that it's a high grade stainless steel. As you can see in the back, to tell you, this is the fluid silver color that I'm showing you. That also comes in one razor green color, if I have to be precise about the colors here. Like I told you, this is in 4 variant, 8GB plus 128, 8GB 256, 12GB 256 and 12GB 512. That's about the variant, and the weight of the phone is 191 grams. You can give a closer look. A little fingerprint attraction it gets here. You could see that there's a slight finger marks at the back. So yes, the metal here does gets the fingerprint marks here, so that needs to be cleaned every time because it is metal, so obviously they are bound to be coming here. Talking about the main thing now, which are the cameras here. So if you talk about the camera, you could see that there's a separate dash color here where the cameras are given. You have 2 lenses. This is a 50 megapixel OIS Sony LYT600 with the f1.88 aperture with field of view is about 79 degrees, and the other that you get is an ultra wide. This is 8 megapixel with the Sony IMX355. This is a wide angle, like I told you, with 2.2 of aperture. Front camera is 32 megapixel, and this is IMX615 with f2.4. So that's all the detail about the Realme GT60. The design is the most talked about thing right now. Let me just clean this a little bit to give you a closer look at the design, and you would know how this high grade stainless steel metal looks like. Looks pretty fascinating. There's no phone till now that I've seen actually like this. So yes, this is something new. I like the wallpaper here. You could see there are a lot of things here that you can take a look at. A glance for Realme, you could see that there's a mix of wallpapers here. There is a lot of content that you get here, and there's a dedicated RAM games. Everything that you want, you could actually just have a look here and figure out what you want. And of course, it's a 5G device. The first impression, it is good. You could see the UI is also pretty interesting, the nice interface, and yes, the design is something that you haven't seen ever and looks pretty impressive at the first look. So that was the Realme GT60 smartphone. Pretty impressive with the pricing that it has. Yes, it does have very aggressive pricing, and indeed this might be a game changer in this world of smartphone. Well, we'll give you the review of these two smartphones, the Poco F6 and Realme GT60, very soon on our show. But right now we're going to be showing you the new Asus VivoBook that's been launched, and there were 3 of VivoBooks that VivoBook series.
So if you are looking for a laptop around rupees 1 lakh, then Asus VivoBook S series is for you. The Asus VivoBook S series consists of 3 stunning models. The S14, the S15 and S16. Each model brings something unique to the table. Price starting from rupees 89,990 for S14, 96,990 for S15 and top variant S16 for 1,02,990. Now here comes the exciting part. The standout features of Asus VivoBook S series. Let's start with S14. It blends high-performance computing with exceptional durability, powered by the AMD Ryzen 5 7535HS processor and built to military-grade MIL STD810H standards. The immersive Asus Lumina OLED display offers vibrant visuals, complemented by Asus AI Sense camera for enhanced video conferencing. In this, you will get Harman Kardon and Dolby Atmos. The audio system provides immersive sound. Apart from this, your comfort and convenience has been taken care with ergonomic keyboard, customizable RGB backlighting, and versatile connectivity options including USB-C 3.2 Gen 1 and HDMI 2.1. Now let's talk about the features of Asus VivoBook S15. So in Asus VivoBook S15, you get the latest Intel Core Ultra 9 processor 185H with its 16 cores. This laptop gives you unparalleled performance. So in Asus VivoBook S15, you get the latest Intel Core Ultra 9 processor 185H with its 16 cores. This laptop gives you unparalleled performance. Asus iSchool thermal technology is also the USP of this laptop, which keeps S15 cool and efficient during extended use. In this, you also get 15.6-inch 3K OLED display, Thunderbolt 4 ports, Type-C port, 16GB LPDDR5X RAM, and lightning-fast 1TB PCIe 4.0 SSD storage. Its sleek all-metal design and weight of just 1.5 kgs can make you feel sophisticated, while ErgoLift hinge enhances ergonomic comfort and typing experience. Talking about the VivoBook S16, the top variant of their series, you get the new Intel Core Ultra 9 processor in it. Its features are almost similar to the base S15, such as 16 cores, iSchool thermal technology, hinge shape, sleek all-metal design, storage, etc. Yes, its display size is 16, 3.2K OLED, which is a bit big but doesn't feel. Equipped with 16GB LPDDR5X RAM and 1TB PCIe 4.0 SSD storage, it offers lightning fast responses and seamless multitasking. Overall, the VivoBook S series is a compelling choice for consumers in India who are looking for a perfect blend of style and performance in laptops. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this new launch in the comment section below. Your feedback is valuable to us. See you next time with more such exciting tech updates.
Well, that's all in this show of Tech Talk. I hope you enjoyed watching the show. And next week, I'm going to catch up with you again with some new technology news from the world of tech and give you all the action that would happen. Well, you stay tuned and I'll see you next week. This is your favorite show, Shruti signing off. Until then, take care.